Hi, Scorpio. Welcome to my channel. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a 2023 forecast. We're going to ask Spirit for blessings and fortunes coming your way. Anything Spirit wants to share with me for you to think about in the year ahead. Any good news that may be coming or things that may be crossing your path that you need to keep in mind. So let's get started. Let's see what your forecast is. Anything that Spirit wants to share with me. Spirit, I am here with my Scorpios today. Could you please share with me the year ahead? Anything, any messages of guidance that you have for them? Any messages that you want them to know? I am listening for you now. Let's see what they have for you, my Scorpios. Spirit guides, I am listening for you now. I have the moon. Pay attention to your intuition at this time and move ahead confidently. Trust your intuition, okay? Maybe this is the year that, you really are in tune with your inner voice or your own inner guidance, and you have released some fears around that area of your life that you're learning to trust more. Spirit just said, that's gorgeous. I have an eagle. You will soar towards your destiny with greater clarity and strength. So spread your wings and fly. If you're working on a goal, an opportunity, I want to try something new. I want to spread out. I want to advance, they just said. So if there's some kind of advancement in your future with your career or just some of your own personal goals. Okay. So that is gorgeous. And one more of these are always great. The world, be open to new possibilities in all areas of your life. Sometimes you never know, like, in a year's time, so much could change, right? I mean, I always say you can fall in love, get married, and have a baby in 1 year, so it's all this sense of you never know what Spirit has for you on any given year. And this could be the best year of your life, Spirit just said. So that is beautiful. Let's get some cards going on this table for my Scorpios. Spirit, what do you have for my Scorpios? I've got a Knight of Pentacles. I've got a moon. There's another moon. I've got a Six of Cups. And I have a Page of Pentacles. You are opening yourself up to some kind of new possibility. You're either bringing in some kind of abundance into your life. It could be an additional revenue stream. It could be a new job. It could be new ideas to increase your wealth, make money, feeling more in control of your money, Spirit just said. Maybe that's something that you have been trying to work on. You've been trying to build up your credit, pay down debt, reduce your overhead, something like that. But you're steadily and very actively moving forward in that direction, that you are getting your arms around more income, or your finances are more stable, something like that. So we'll keep going here for a second. Now, there is something holding you back. Now, some of us struggle with, I don't know, especially if we had difficult times growing up, if we didn't have everything we needed when we grew up, or we struggled, or we watched my family struggle. I watched my parents struggle. And I have fears around money, even though you were doing great and you're moving forward. Okay. I have fears around money, which are like learned behaviors. And I just have watched kind of the hardship around me, or the struggle. Like if you were raised by a single mother who had to work 2 jobs, and you have this fear of there's never enough. And Spirit's trying to teach you that your world is about ready to open up with this spreading the wings, and I can have enough. I can have more than enough, Spirit just said. So maybe we have to change our thoughts about how we interact with money this year. Maybe that's something Spirit wants you to work on. That if you have a tendency to say, I never have enough, or I want more, or how am I going to get more? Like, what's going to change? Okay. we maybe have to reprogram your mind to believing in abundance, accepting abundance, so that abundance flows into you effortlessly. And it's a hard thing to do. I want more contentment. Yeah. And contentment does come around financial security. It comes around emotional security. It comes around, I don't want to have to worry about these things. So there's something going on with you that I feel like I'm always worried, or I'm always, trying my best. And we want to push through that. I don't want to call it a block. I don't like blocks because I always feel like energy is always an emotion, but it is a learned behavior, and it is a learned attitude, and it is a learned, consciousness about how we interact with money, that not everybody sees money as, energy. And maybe that's what we're going to learn. Maybe we're going to become passionate about something. Maybe we're going to open ourselves up to something that's new, that we're really excited about, that we see the potential. An example would be starting a home-based business, going out on your own, growing a business that you own, taking it to the next level, pushing yourself within the career that you're in, something like that. So it's just this feeling of, I'm going to dig in deep. I'm going to learn. I'm going to grow. And then this kind of flourishing feeling coming into me. So I do feel like you have some successes coming in that area of your life. Even if the biggest success that you achieve this next year is an understanding of how you relate and how you feel around money, income, and how it affects your emotions, and how is it as an energy in your life? Maybe that's something that spirit wants you to work on, like it's consuming you, or it's it has a tendency to upset you. And we want to bring this abundance to us with this Knight of Pentacles. So that abundance is slow and steady. I have you're empathic. Okay. Empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of the situation. Most of you are very empathic. That's why you're interested in tarot readings and psychics and this whole world. So you're open to seeing both sides of the situation, opening up your intuition. Okay. Trusting your intuition. All right. Like, am I living in a world of the material world versus the spiritual world? And do I need to be able to tap that spiritual world so that my material world is so much easier for me? And they're saying that you have that ability to do that. You have the ability to see both sides and both points of view. And it's almost like I'm seeing a bridge or a little walkway that I have to just like walk over. And I'm almost there. So I have a little bit of work to do, my Scorpios. There's my abundance. Look at you. Yeah, they are really focused on bringing you abundance and how you interact with your feelings around money this year. I'm going to say that. I am a limitless being. I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. Yeah, we're going to work on manifestations. We're going to work on bringing that energy to us. So there's lots that we can be doing, my Scorpios, to tackle kind of this area of our life once and for all. Like, maybe you don't even realize that you have kind of hidden beliefs about how much your potential is, or that you have this kind of record that you talk to yourself about, this is my cap, and spirit wants you to remove that. Yeah, fear, a fear around this area of your life. Realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. And whether it's love, relationships, money, health, anything, it's all energy. So it's, where do we put our energy? And then how does that energy from the universe come back to us? And, energy is fluid. Energy is constant. So it's a matter of tapping into that energy and understanding how to use it to your advantage. So let's keep going, my Scorpios. I think you're going to realize something big this year. Like, I am really capable. I am really powerful. I have such amazing potential that I haven't even tapped into yet. Something like that is going on around you. Two of Wands, like, yeah, the whole world is open to you. Like, I am just, I don't know, I'm just ready to kind of receive, I'm going to say, whether we're tapping into your intuition, we're open to what the universe has to us. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune. You're going to have a big year. You're going to have a big year. It's going to be great. You're going to walk away from your fears. That I feel. Okay. You're going to gather them up and you're going to once and for all identify them. Even if we can't release them or remove them completely, we're going to identify that this is something that's subconsciously going on with me that I need to remove. And I'm going to open myself up to what the universe has in store for me right now. Yeah. So what is it that you have been thinking about doing? What is it that you have been wanting to do? If there's the last few years it's been on the table, but I haven't tackled it, or I just can't seem to get my arms around this area of my life. What is it that you want? Because it's about to shift. Your energy is definitely shifting going into the new year. Now, Spirit just showed me your heart chakra. Your heart chakra is opening. You are receiving love, whether you're healing others, whether you are working with others to help heal you. It could be somebody coming into your life very quickly that is a love interest. But your heart chakra that is what you're going to focus on this year. Okay. You've needed the break. Either needed a break from a relationship, from life, controlling yourself, tapping into yourself, finding yourself, Spirit just said. So maybe some of you have been on a real journey trying to just do some healing work lately. Yeah. I have an eight of Wands and a Knight of Cups. So my heart chakra is definitely opening. I am receiving love. I am open and ready to give love and receive love. And this could all turn on a dime. This could all come into you very quickly. Maybe you have been waiting for it. Maybe even in a relationship that you're in, it could switch to a more loving relationship. It could switch to a more committed relationship. Because you're more in control. You're releasing something. You're identifying something within yourself that you are saying, I'm going to move on from. Like, I'm that no longer serves me, and I'm moving on, and I'm allowing the universe to bring me something. I'm allowing it in. So my Scorpios, you're going to have a great year, but I want you to focus your heart energy. I'm going to say it that way. Your heart energy, whether it relates to a relationship, how I interact with my own finances, how I interact with others to help others. Your heart energy is your kind of focus this year, I guess. That's what I want you to work on. Like, just everything comes from my heart, Spirit just said. That's gorgeous. A blessing on the senses, that gift the world to you. Okay. A blessing on your senses, being more in tune to everything around you. The number 7 could be July. Maybe we're, just really feeling amazing, mid-year or something like that. But everything, it's, the feeling of, to me right now, is if my heart chakra is completely open, and I haven't closed and I haven't shut somebody out, or I haven't shut something out, then it's this sense of the grass is greener, the sky is bluer, and everything is, I don't want to say over exaggerated, but I'm going to say heightened. I'm going to say my emotions are heightened. Everything just seems, I seem to appreciate so much more, whether I see flowers in a garden, or I see the sky, or I see birds, in a bird feeder. Everything just seems so beautiful to me because I'm so open to like everything that's around me, and it's so much more aware of everything that's around me. That is gorgeous. A blessing for good work. Absolutely. You're going to push yourself this year. I like the little crown on the top of that bird. You're going to push yourself this year a little bit harder than you've ever pushed in the past, especially with those pages, with the sense of I'm willing to learn, I'm willing to do, I'm willing to grow. You're going to be appreciated more, Spirit just said, whether your colleagues appreciate you, your boss, or whether you appreciate the work that you're producing on your own, something like that. And work doesn't mean that you work for somebody else. It could be, you know what, I'm a great mother. I'm taking care of my own home. I take care of somebody in my life. I'm a caregiver, whatever it is that is your daily, work. Okay. Everybody has different work, doesn't mean you get up and go to work 9 to 5, so it means that you're going to feel the blessings of that work. No work is beneath us, the Bible says. And then it's a sense of, that after a hard day's work, there's always this reward that I have contributed, that I have achieved something, a blessing on your boundaries. If that's something that you have been struggling with in your life, if you've been struggling with setting boundaries, saying no to people, putting more time and energy into yourself. Maybe that's something that you're consciously saying, I really, really need to work on. I really want to have a little bit more control over my boundaries and my relationships with people. So maybe that's something that is going to this year be a part of your year, that I have to work on boundaries. Okay. So Spirit, what else do you have for them? What else for my Scorpios? What do you have for them in 2023? 6 of Pentacles. King of Cups. Yeah, there's that emotional thing. 5 of Swords again. 5 of Swords again. And 2 of Swords. Okay, so the sense of giving up something. Okay, my 5 of Swords says I'm no longer the battle is over, is what it really says. Okay, that you were in a battle and now the battle is over, and that you're picking up your swords and you're going home. Okay, and in a lot of ways, the 5 of Swords is the battle within ourselves, the things that we beat up ourselves up over, or the things that we talk ourselves out of, right? So sometimes we have to stop the battle, and we have to make the choices that I'm no longer fighting myself. Like, life is hard enough. I don't have to fight myself. I'm going to make a choice that I come first, or that my priorities are first, my boundaries are first. I take care of myself first. Like, I'm going to make some of these decisions this year and just work on it. I mean, that's kind of a constant battle that we all have. Like, those are always struggles. But if you make the effort and you make the decision that that's something that I'm going to do, like, I ultimately want to be happy. All I've ever thought about is I want to be happy. And I want to feel emotionally content. I want to feel satisfied. I want to have joy. I want to have peace in my day and in my year ahead. So those are all things. So if there's a battle that you have in your mind, like there's something that you always are saying to yourself over and over again, and it's not serving you, maybe Spirit's saying, hey, either make a decision to change it or stop talking to yourself that way. It's just not helping you. So that is an example. 4 of Cups. Now, the 4 of Cups is always the sense of waiting, right? It's always the sense of things haven't been handed to me. They're not going my way right now, but there's always that one thing that's handed to you, that 4th cup, that gift. So Spirit's saying, here we go. I've got something special for you. Maybe we have to wait. Okay. Whether it's new love, or, I've been waiting to move. I've been waiting for a change in my job so that I can get promoted to the next level. So if there's something that you're patiently waiting for, it's okay. Don't be depressed or upset about it. It's just that you're waiting. Okay. And patience is a virtue. And then just be aware that that day is going to come, that that fourth cup is going to be handed to you. We have a celebration coming sometime this year. I always see the Three of Cups as something emotional to celebrate, whether I'm really happy with somebody and we're moving to the next level, or an engagement for some of you. Could be an announcement of a new family member, a baby, a birth, a wedding, but the Three of Cups is always a celebration that I want to share with people. And so I have some good news coming this year also. So we're going to keep that in mind. Let's get one more of these. Have a great year. Six of Cups. Lots of that came into me as lots of like fond memories. I'm either thinking about somebody this year. It could be a lost loved one in spirit. Maybe this has been a difficult year, or the last couple years have been difficult for you. But I have now at this point like fond memories of that person. I think of them often, but it's in emotionally, it feels good. It feels like I had made my peace with that person. So there's some kind of memories that keep recurring, but I think that they're not hurtful. I think that they're loving. And I think that they are, like I said, the sense of fondness for that person. And I think of them often, something like that. I want you to focus on your heart chakra. I think that you opening this, literally opening your heart, whether it's to new love, to helping others, to yourself. I think that that was the biggest thing that I've got out of this reading today, was this sense of you start to see that everything looks better. Everything looks better through your eyes for some reason. Maybe I'm just happier overall. Maybe I'm just having a good year. I'm just happier overall, or I'm just really working on my happiness. And that's okay too. Like I've identified that that's an area of my life that I have control over, and I am working on it. And then slowly but surely I start to see the progress, and I start to see that, my life has improved substantially, and I just feel good about myself. I'm going to say it that way. So my Scorpios, you got a great year ahead of you. I want to thank Spirit for this reading today. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, I will put my website link in the description below, KathyMamolenPsychicMedium.com.